What would your operating room hype song be?
My personal hype song would be Bring the Noise by Public Enemy,
Ooh,
because that is my hype song anyway.
okay. Okay.
When I'm on set and I need to feel a certain way. It's
Uh,
the Anthrax and Public Enemy version, the mashup.
yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I bring it back down to neutral,
Mm.
listening to Chris Bodie and Yo-Yo Ma doing the theme song from Cinema Paradiso.
You contain multitudes, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
Good choice. Also the CPR beat. Very on brand.
Wind Beneath My Wings, maybe? Just
Ooh.
for my own ego, you know?
Okay. You might tug at the heartstrings there, Kaliko. The operation was a success. Yeah.
It would be like a very slow and literal instructive podcast about how to do surgery. I'd be panicked in there. No music would help me or save me.
Okay, K-pop, obviously. I'm gonna go really old school and probably listen to Pinkle, which probably not a lot of people know, but a lot of Pinkle.
I mean, my instinct is like I want to dance with somebody, like Whitney Houston. But would I be able to like do an operation? I'd be dancing.
Or would you
much.
be dancing? Yeah. It's a
If
tough
it's
one.
a hype song, if it's like the song pre-hype, then I think I'd be okay. I think that would be, that's my instinct is.
Okay. That's your
'Cause
scrub in
everybody
song.
likes it too. Everybody, that's my scrub in song. Everybody wants to hear that song at all times, I feel.
I mean, that one worked out pretty good.
Yeah. I can tell you mine because I put it on a St. Denis playlist I'm going to bring up on my phone. And then when it came time for this to potentially be the one, it was like, it didn't work at all. And I realized like, it says more about me that this is something, it's called Our Pathetic Age. With Sam Herring. It's like DJ Shadow and the guy from Future Islands. So I'm sorry, not an exciting answer, but I
also slightly ominous. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what type of vibe that
sets. A little bit of
sets.
an ominous song. I think the important thing is that I think like middle-aged men dancing is an important thing for me to put out into the universe. So that
thank you for your service.
So if you're referring to that Bruce scene, which I assume you are,
I sure am.
That was sort of the important portion of that.
I'm gonna go. Is it 8 Mile or 9 Mile? That Eminem one. I don't know.
It's
a number of miles.
It is in fact 8 miles.
9 Mile is a Jewish suburb called Huntington Woods, or I think that my ex-girlfriend is from.
I read Obama's memoir before he'd go out and debate McCain. He'd listen to that, which I always love. Like Obama. Yeah. So. Yeah.
What is the most absurd thing you guys learned during the research?
I mean, one of the craziest things I heard early on was from a nurse who, this was in the pilot for a little while, who had to, like, a tube came out of a patient's lung and through the chest, and she had to just stick her finger in the hole to plug it up. And that just seemed so, like, dark ages to me.
Right.
I'm like, the way you would do with like a hole in a dam, just like stick your finger and plug it up, that is still a method that would be resorted to. It was surprising to me.
I think it's very interesting that like we tell ourselves, not being in medicine, that like you go and there's an answer. Like if you present this condition, this is the thing that you should do. And it's so much more of an art than that. And there's judgments and there's not always a right answer. And you don't like to think that, but I don't know. I think it fills me with even more admiration for doctors that there's not an answer, that there is these judgment calls, but it's also a little more frightening.
Do you have any deep-seated irrational medical fears that you're willing to share? So like not like the everyday things that we might actually have to deal with in life, but like shark attack, limb reattachment type stuff.
Thank you for saying shark attack, because that is what I'm watching between takes of the time are like shark attacks or boating accidents.
Why?
If
you don't mind me asking.
I don't know. But that is something that I live in fear of, is like shark attacks or gator attacks. We go to Louisiana a lot, and we were just on a swamp tour of a lake that kind of goes out into the Gulf of Mexico. So sharks can swim into the fresh water, and there's alligators. So it's like and snakes that drop from the trees. So
it's a death trap is what you're saying.
Yeah, any bite from any of those critters
scares
the hell out of me.